Hey, welcome to A Pair of Thoughts. Are you doing your makeup while recording the show?
Well, I've been busy working all day and I'm traveling this week. And I just got back to my hotel room, so I'm having to record the bathroom. And I look like garbage because I'm all natural, as you can see. However, when you don't have the right lighting and stuff, you're all natural. It looks like a boogie monster. So I have dark rings around here. They did this thing where I'm going to see, you could do a natural glow. Like if you do a natural look and you don't want to look like you have on makeup, you put it on the spots that you want to highlight or lighten. Let's see how it turns out. Only saw one tutorial. I'm not good at
makeup.
I'm not good at
just put it on me.
I'm not good at putting makeup on, but we'll see at the end of the show what it looks like. How are you today?
Thanks to Sam for being prepared.
They said you use this brush. I use a brush so it looks like it's like airbrushed right now.
So you just put all those little spots around there?
Well, this is a concealer, so it's supposed to, the parts where it's dark or have spots, it's supposed to use this brush to blend it in to give you like a little like pop look.
So then while you're doing your makeup, yeah, I can see it. I'll see it in a second when you're done. But while you're doing your makeup, I just want to tell everybody to make sure when you get a chance that you take the time out and subscribe to our channel when you get a moment and leave comments if you have any feedback.
Yeah. Sometimes people put like the highlighter under here, I guess, to make your eyes. I don't know. My daughter says I don't know how to put makeup on, but we'll see.
Well, at least you're doing better than me because I don't even put all that on. I just throw powder on there and some eyeshadow.
So, can you see a difference? Do I already look like?
You don't look as much of like a raccoon, but you kind of look like a raccoon. But it's not a makeup tutorial show, so you keep putting on your makeup. And then I wanted to tell you some of the good shows that we've been talking about, that we've been watching, and we want to make sure that all of our listeners get an opportunity to try to look up and watch. Are you down to talk about your shows? You want me to start with your favorite one first?
Are we doing shows first? Are we talking about that first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Which shows? Now look. Do I look somewhat dead alive? Almost. My hair is not combed, but this
keep going. You're getting there. It's working.
Yes.
Keep trying.
Okay.
Okay, so Blackbird, Apple TV has two really good shows right now. One of them is Blackbird.
Yes, girl. I love, oh my gosh, that show is so good. So the overall premise of the show, I'm not going to give it up, is that this guy goes to jail and for doing something he had no business doing, and he got like 10 years. Well, I'm not going to tell you how many years he got, but he got some years. So the FBI came. I guess they think he's super smart and try to give him an opportunity to get out of jail early if he helps him solve some crimes by getting a guy in jail for murder to confess to where the bodies are. So you'll see how he starts to develop a relationship with this inmate named Larry. I don't know how I do this with Larry.
And you know, it's a true story.
Yeah, it's a true story. The funniest thing about the show is Larry, you guys, deserves a total what do you call it, Emmy, Oscar, or whatever, because Larry is the best actor I've ever seen on TV. I mean, you're gonna like fall in love with his character. He's like, James, are you asleep, James?
James
doesn't answer. Yes, you guys, he is such an amazing actor. So,
and what does that movie have in common with us? Larry had a twin brother, Gary.
Yes, Larry and Gary. The good thing about it is it's not that many episodes for this season, which I'm liking, like the shorter version of these shows. So you're not waiting for like 16, having to binge watch 16. People ain't got time for that. So folks have wised up and started doing like 8 episodes or 6 episodes instead of like 15, and like the never ending story.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
I like them too when they do the limited mini series. So this one here gets a star because it is definitely a fave. If you have Apple TV, we approve. Thumbs up.
If you watched it and you thought it was good and you thought Larry deserves an Oscar, put your comments below. We want to know how you feel about the show.
The actor's name is Larry Hauser, and he's the one that plays Larry, and the guy that plays James is, I think, Aaron Egerton. And I think this was Ray Liotta's last film, so good job, kudos. I hope it gets an award this year. It was really good.
I looked the exact name I did prior to this, but keep going. We're going to see.
And then the next one that's super good that I stumbled across, it was already 3 episodes on there, I think, when they released it. And I think this one is produced by Louise Witherspoon, and it's based in San Francisco, but it's called Surface. This one's super good. Basically, she has this accident in the water, and she loses her memory. People said she tried to jump, but at the end of the day, she tries to get her memory, give it up, tries to figure out like what happened, what took place to get her to the place that she is today. And so a lot of things are coming into light, and she's getting her memory back. It is a very good show.
It's an excellent show, and you start to figure out who the real victim is or the real villain is as she starts to unravel some of these pieces. But it's so good.
I don't think anybody wants to see you put your eyeliner on. Oh, some things are supposed to stay a mystery. Good luck. And last but not least, we have one more quick show we want to talk about that started off with a big bang, but it ended with a big I mean, like, how much drama could a show have? It's very lighthearted, innocent, clean, family show you can watch together. However, the drama never ends. This show just goes on and on and on. And Mel, the main character here on this picture, she's so freaking accommodating, and she has so much patience. I think that's probably the most annoying thing for you watching it, right?
I didn't finish watching this season because I could not get over her. She's between she and her boyfriend, what's his name, Jack or whatever, they're freaking so annoying, and they're just too perfect and too understanding, and it's not realistic with all the trauma that they go through for them to just glide through like, we're going to take this one on the chin and we're going to go caress each other because we're just grateful we have each other, despite that the house just caught on fire and 4 kids blew up in it and the church is burned down and the murderer is still out there trying to get everybody. We don't go take a nap and cuddle.
Well, I would say watch this up to season 3, season 4 if you're interested. I don't know if I'll be tuning in for season 5, although season 4 ends with a big, huge bang.
I wouldn't watch it, y'all. Keep it pushing. You'll never have closure from the show.
Ever. Now, one of the big things, I was listening to this article today, or I was listening to the news, and they were talking about this news story about abortions, which we all know what's going on with abortions, right? Abortions used to be legal.
Well, they still are legal in some states. It was legal by the feds, but the feds just overturned it.
Yeah,
and made
by the Supreme Court.
A state law, yes.
So now they've overturned it, and they're going to leave it to the states to decide what they're going to do about it.
Now, have you heard some of the reasons why people think this was overturned?
No.
Why do you think it was overturned?
I think first of all, I was just talking to your daughter today about this situation. First of all, there are men making decisions about things that women can and cannot do with their body, first and foremost. I think
like they're allowed to put this highlight underneath my brow to make my eyelids.
Keep going. Anyway, they basically overturned it, and now it's up to the state to decide if they want to legalize abortions or not. And I think there's like up to, I didn't do the full research on it, but I think there's up to like 24 states that have now made abortions illegal. Well, this story, interesting enough, you'd want to hear about it. Are you going to pay attention, or are you going to keep putting your makeup on?
And this is one of the reasons my daughter wanted to get out of the southern states.
Is because of
ones reversing this stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I was listening to the news today, and I stumbled across this story. It's quite interesting. There's a Nebraska teen and mother currently facing charges for illegally obtaining an abortion. So basically, this girl was pregnant.
What are you watching on TV?
What?
What is that noise?
That's the
It's like a
background
violin.
noise to the story. It's dark
To
sound.
what story?
It's gonna get really dark. The story gets super dark. Just listen, okay?
Okay, go. Okay.
So they live in the state of Nebraska. She was 17 at the time, and she was pregnant. Well, she told
Is
everybody.
this part of Bridgerton? Is this Bridgerton?
No, listen to the story.
Oh,
So she goes and has either she gives birth or she has an abortion. Basically, she said to everybody that the baby was stillborn. Okay. She was 28 weeks in Nebraska. This is pre Roe v. Wade being overturned. And so basically, the law in Nebraska is abortions are legal, but you have to get them done before the 20 weeks. She was 28 weeks, right? And so they come, they say,
what happened to the music?
What? Huh?
Oh, it's still going. I thought I lost the music. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So she basically tells them that her baby was stillborn and that she and the mother buried the baby. So keep going, keep going. They have this investigation. They go exhume the body of this baby, and the baby's trash, like burned. They think they burned the baby. They did something to the baby before they buried it. Don't know why they did this, but they did, right? So when they exhumed the body of the baby, something had been done to the baby after she had apparently had a stillborn. Well, they start going through all of her messages. They look at her Facebook messages. And so between her and her mother, they were talking about the fact that she took a pill to help advance or manage this abortion. So basically, the way that they described it was a managed medication to perform the abortion, but she did it at 28 weeks. And then she hid the body. If you have a stillborn baby or if you're miscarrying, wouldn't you just go to the hospital? Anyway, don't know the reasons why this happened, but that's the current story. So follow up and listen to the big news today is that they went to, he really gonna be drilling right now. I live in an HOA environment. You're not supposed to use the drill after 4:30.
I just can't. I'm still lost with the. You had me with the story, but you lost
Pause
me
for a
with the
second
music.
because I'm gonna cut this because he won't shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
I can't hear them over the bullshit music you playing.
Go ahead. I've turned it off.
But you said it was supposed to get dark as the story get dark, but it
got
only
dark.
Got
Yeah, it got dark. They burnt the baby before they buried
see,
it.
I lost that, and that music was like it was winding up something great, and it was going to be.
She said she had a stillborn, but they found messages where they wrote each other saying she was going to use a medicated form to get rid of the baby. Self-administered medicated form of getting rid of the baby, which means she probably took an abortion pill.
So she's going to jail?
28 weeks. They're trying to prosecute her. She had the baby. She birthed it. And then they buried it. They got rid of the body. And so when the police asked, they showed them where they buried it. They exhumed it. Something's wrong with the body. But they also found these text messages where they were talking about on the Facebook app. Is he really drilling?
That's the only thing.
Wait, just stop. Go ahead.
I can't hear it. You can't hear it. That's the only thing that bugs me is even on like ID or the channels where they talk about these murders, you're going to get caught. You're going to leave a receipt. You're going to leave fingerprints. You're going to leave evidence. You're going to get caught.
But it's this 1% of people that abuse the use of abortions that has made this such a challenging thing for our younger generation. Now they have to go fight to get it overturned again so that it can be legalized. And I just feel like, how are you going to decide what you're going to do? How are you going to tell me what I'm going to do with my body? Right? That I don't understand. And are you going to feed it? Are you going to clothe it? Are you going to take care of it? Not saying that that's the right option, but there's so many different reasons why people choose to abort a baby. And to have to either have that advertised or be convicted of or prosecuted for is like asinine.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's my body, my choice.
You should be able to do whatever you want to do.
Is that a new powder?
Nobody should be able to.
Is that a new powder?
Wait, you'll see afterwards. So after I do all my makeup, I use this mask and watch how my skin pops. Watch. So anyway, I don't think it should be anybody's decision what to do with the person's body, because all you're doing is allowing for people to bring kids in this world to be mistreated. The foster care system is already really overcrowded, and there's not even enough people to take care of these kids today. And here we're going to overpopulate the communities again by not allowing people who make these mistakes, whether it's through rape or whatever case, they've made a mistake and they're not choosing to bring another child in this crazy world. Now you don't have that choice. Or you're going to increase the murder rate for these young girls that are going from state to state or even out of the country, like they do these BBLs, to get these procedures done. And I just think it's just another form of control. It's another form of man trying to control the human race. So once again, America's leaning closer and closer to communism, like some of these other countries.
I think we're going to get a lot of comments on this show, and they're going to basically say they don't want to watch you prepare.
When what? What?
They don't want to watch you prepare when we're talking about such a serious topic.
Who's preparing?
Your face.
We're having a dialogue. I know this is how we talk every day. We have a conversation about life.
Yeah.
And we debate.
So does this mask take off your makeup that you just applied?
What?
Does the mask take off the makeup that you just applied?
This mask is going to make me more beautiful. Watch.
We're waiting.
I will show you when we finish.
Anyway, back to the topic. It's really important that everybody gets out there and vote, because we voted a lot of these people in the office. And so when you're voting, don't just worry about voting the presidents. And you have to look at everybody across the board, because it makes a difference in the long run. So now the next generation has to fight just as hard as we did in 1973 to get abortions legalized.
What's the next right they're going to take away from us? Voting? They're going to strip some more voter rights away from us? Are we as women not going to be able to work anymore? What's next?
Well, that's not necessarily such a bad option. No, but the choice to work. I don't think it's going to go that primitive. I hope not. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just going to be crazy to see what happens. But to your point, people need to get out and vote for their local senators, local congressmen, all of that, to see who's representing your state. Because ultimately, the federal government's become weaker and weaker and allowing these states to control their own individual laws. Who knows? Slavery may come back next.
I don't think that will happen, but I mean, there may be different methods of it. It still kind of exists in the corporate work environment, not per race, but we are slaves to the big.
Have you seen any of those movies like Antebellum or Angela, or any of those movies where they have these, in these southern states, these still have these plantations with slaves, and people think they're like in this country that they're still not free, not realizing they're in 2022 or
the movie.
The movies. There's a movie, Angela, with Common in it.
Yeah.
And Keke Palmer is pretty good. And then you got the movie.
And Janelle Monáe is in that one, isn't she?
Yes, and it's really good. But it's weird. Like, that can really happen today.
Yeah, it can. It can. But I hope we're moving to more of a across the board type understanding of the different cultures. I hope we are. I hope that we're learning and growing from recent events that have taken place in the U.S. I hope people are doing the work and really kind of learning about everybody and trying to embrace all cultures. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, so you basically took all the makeup off. So it didn't work out for you on the show?
I just want to see if I look the same from before I put it on to when I put it on to after.
So when did you put it on?
I sat here and put the makeup on with you watching me.
But we didn't see the aftermath.
You did. You didn't say nothing.
So I would really like for you to take.
So there wasn't that big of a difference, is my point.
It's not. You're beautiful with or without. You don't have to hide yourself to be looking fabulous. You look fantastic.
This is some amazing skincare products that I use. It's the Mario.
Oh, I can't see that brand. It's a little too dark.
Badescu. You use it. You use the same.
I use the vitamin C serum. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and has this night renewal cream I put on at night after I clean my face, and then it moisturizes your skin. And it keeps it super moist. If you have that skin that's dry and oily, you can have that combination of skin, which is weird. One is super dry, one is oily. This cream has been so beneficial to me because it helps me with my elasticity. It helps me tighten my skin a little bit, and you put it on your neck.
Why do you have so many pimples on your chin?
Because I've been busy, stressing, touching my face, which probably shouldn't, but we all get them, old lady pimples. But this stuff tends to keep, I haven't been using this that much because I've been traveling so much back and forth trying to get my daughter moved in and all that stuff. So it's been very hectic. So I haven't been able to treat my skin the way it should be treated. But this is me without makeup. And I look the exact same I did when I put the damn makeup on.
You look amazing. Good job.
So I hope you all enjoyed me putting on my makeup and removing my makeup and preparing myself for bed because it's a pretty late day, but this is without makeup. So this is all natural. No makeup. Sometimes it's good to go natural. And just want to leave you all with a quote. This is something to always remember to tell yourself. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end.
I literally just saw somebody say that. I think I saw a quote. I think it was on TikTok. If it didn't work out today, it's got to work out tomorrow or the next. So even though things may
so just like with these abortion rights, we have the power to change it through voting, right? Yes. Through local voting, we have a right to make impact and change, but we can't sit on the couch and complain about the changes made when we don't even get off the couch to go and vote.
Amen.
For the right people to be representation for us and to make the best decisions for us.
Thanks for ending us with a magnificent thought for the day. Appreciate you showing up, even though you're on a business trip. You worked really hard and you showed up. That's the main thing, getting you to show up. So good job. Working towards success. I like the new you. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you log off. And please add comments if you'd like to be a guest. Put that in the comments and let us know. We would love to hear from all of you. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. And good night.
Yes. Good night.